yet another DJs BrewTube beer review. Wait, guys. You see, I've got the mystery beer here, maybe. No, it's not the mystery beer. No, it's not malt liquor. No, it's not Ripple. No, it's not Tramp Juice. Shout out to my buddies who know about Tramp Juice in the UK. You know about some of that, don't you, Channel Fadge? Shout out, my brother. Anyways, what beer is it? Well, the reason we have a brown bag on this, before I tell you what beer it is because the dumbass brewer decided to put it in a clear bottle. When I received this beer, it came right out of the case, so it had been light abated. But when I put it in my fridge, I wanted to make sure it stayed that way. So, we'll do the unbagging here, as it were. Today, we have a beer from our good buddies Tennant's Caledonian Breweries, or Well Park CNC Group. That's right. We got a beer out of Glasgow, Scotland, because we're thinking globally today. And what beer is it? It's the Tennant's aged with Whisky Oak. Now, this beer is a Euro Strong Lager. It's an amped up version, it seems to be, of their regular Tennant's lager. Why? Because it's clocking in at 6.0% ABV. The IBUs on this are somewhere between 15 and 27. I'm not sure what they are, but that's the range for Euro lagers of this type. Now, this particular beer, as the name suggests, has been oak aged. Now, it hasn't been put in a barrel. No, they're not going that route. Basically, what they've done is kind of gone the Innocent Gun route. Why do I say that? Because Innocent Gun's beers are aged on whiskey chips or staves, things of that sort, not actually barrel aged. And what they've done on this is they've taken chips that have been saturated in Speyside whiskey, and they've put it in post-fermentation during the maturation process, and then after maturation, when they've recirculated it over chips that have been saturated in the Whisky Oak to impart the loveliness of the Whisky Oak, the vanilla flavors, the tannic notes, and maybe some flavor of the whiskey. Now, if you ask me, this beer was created most likely almost 100% to compete with Innocent Gun, because that beer has been a big hit. This is the lagered version of that. Now, for hops in this, they actually are using 4 types of hops, and they're telling us about it. I don't know about the regular Tennant's lager if it's that way, but in this beer, they're using Zeus, Summit, Tennant and Aurora hops. And then they say they use 3 types of different select secret Scottish malts in this beer. Ooh, exotic. So, let's see if these sort of macro kind of guys out of Scotland are producing a beer that tastes like Innocent Gun, and something I would drink, because I've had the regular Tennant's lager in all places down in Mexico, and it wasn't my favorite thing on the planet. So, let's get the top popped on this and get it in the glass. Now, while I'm popping the top on this, you already kind of know what it looks like because the freaking bottle clear. I got to give a big shout out to my good buddy Danny. So fucking drunk, baby. You'll be drinking some of this beer soon once you do your Highland Walk, won't you, my friend? That's right. Let's get it in the glass. Let's see. Oh my, it's an amber color. How did we guess that? Because we can see it through the freaking clear bottle that we have to put a bag on so it doesn't go skunky. Now, alright, leave a little bit there. Alright, the head is super fizzy. It sounds like a soda pop or a fizzy drink that's been put in the glass. Perfectly clear, just like it looks in the bottle. That amber kind of brown color, not an amber yellow or anything. It's got more brown and orange hues coming through it. Decent looking head, kind of eggshell colored, solid one finger. Fairly tightly packed bubbles with just a little bit of soap sudsiness going on the surface when I swirl it. Actually, a little tiny bit of alcohol legs, and looks like we're getting some glass lacing in there as well. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. It's not a bad looking beer. You know, can't knock it on that. It looks just like it does in the bottle, but prettier with the head on it. So, let's get an aroma on that and see what's in that department. Yeah. Well, it's got some lager yeast aromas, a little bit of cardboard in there. Grainy malt sweetness. A bit of vanilla and honey. Floral hop aromas. Maybe some herbal notes. As you smell it and the beer opens up more, the initial lager yeast aroma that I got, that's gone away, that cardboard, as it breathes a bit more. And that's giving way to more vanilla and more honey and the tannic oaky notes. This smells a lot like the Innocent Gun original, but it doesn't smell as sweet. You get a lot of really heavy, sugary, sweet notes off of Innocent Gun original, and this isn't throwing that. It doesn't have as much vanilla either as Innocent Gun, but you know what? Maybe this is going to be a little bit different. So, let's get a taste on this and dive in. And I got to say, what? Oh, that's right. Solonche va. Interesting. This is the right temperature, I think. Probably about 48 degrees, I would say. Up front, you're getting that lagery yeast taste of like a Euro lager, all grain lager. After that comes in vanilla and a bit of honey and some tannic wood notes mixed in with some more sort of like lager sweetness. The sweetness that I'm getting in this is really reminiscent to me of some of the like sort of like dunkel lagers or amber lagers that I had down in Mexico, like maybe Superior Morena. That the sweetness, the caramel sort of sweetness that this is bringing is really reminiscent of that beer in my recent memory. Also, if you've had Dos Equis Amber, this is a bit sweeter version of Dos Equis Amber. The difference is the vanilla notes you're getting here and the tannic wood notes. Very easy to drink, dry finish to it, like semi-dry finish. It kind of hits the palate and then leaves. When you drink Innocent Gun, which I really do think in tasting this beer, this is meant to compete with, that has a more lasting effect on your tongue. Ales seem to like hang around your mouth longer, the flavor and the sweetness. And this, you kind of drink it and boom, it goes away. Kind of like when you drink an IPL, that hoppiness and everything is there, and then psh, boom, it's gone. But tasty beer. It's not a mind blower. I think I prefer Innocent Gun to this, but I don't know. I think I could drink more than one of these, like maybe two, but I don't think I could drink like two Innocent Gun maybe, because the sweetness on that beer, actually on their beers, Innocent Guns, like the original, gets a bit cloying after a while, for me anyway. Some folks really dig that, and that's their thing. Awesome. Tasty beer. You know, I don't get a whole lot, any whiskey at all on this. If there was in there, I don't know if they just waved the chips over top of the Speyside whiskey, or they put, you know, 750 mils for the entire batch worth of whiskey, but in those chips. But you do get the tannic oak, you know, like oak notes and everything like that. But when they're saying, you know, it's whiskey, you know, sort of like whiskey oak aged, you do expect some of the aromas, which you get a little bit of that as it sits here and opens up. You get some like smoky, sort of scotchy kind of notes in there, but man, not really that much. There's a little tiny bit of it on the taste. Now that it's warmed up, as I've been flapping my jaws here, it's a little bit of it there, and it's not bad. I do enjoy this beer. I don't know if I would seek it out again, but it is tasty. So, what do you grade a beer like this? The Stooges at Rate Beer are giving it a 36. Really, guys? Yeah, Rate Beer, here you go. You know what you get from me, because Rate Beer just sucks. Their grading is complete and utter bullshit. You know that. Beer Advocate doesn't have any grades on this yet. They did have some reviews, and it looked to me about like they're around like 86 or something like that. And I think I'm going to go with that like B+. It's not a bad beer. It's way better in my book than regular Tennants. And it does have some nice flavors as it warms. Some of those really mild whiskey flavors go in there, but if you're going into this thinking it's going to be a whiskey oaked aged like stout or ale of some sort, or lager, whatever, with big flavor, that's not this beer. This is a beer of subtleties, a lot like Innocent Gun is. And one thing I do like about this a little bit better than Innocent Gun, which I grade a little higher because I do like some flavors in that beer more, is that this is not cloyingly sweet like the Innocent Gun original and most of their beers are. This is kind of like middle of the road sweetness, which, hey, that's a good thing too. So, if you guys have had this beer, you know, let me know what you think. I love the quid pro quo, and I also love it when you think globally. I'm thinking globally. I'm drinking beer from Glasgow, Scotland. Come on, guys. You got to drink locally. You got to support the craft beer movement and help this thing grow, man, so we get more beers, even like from these macro guys, you know, really, which Tennant is, even though they've been around since the 1500s. But you know what? Keep supporting it so it grows, because we get variety, and you can see the craft beer movement is driving even the big boys to do some kind of innovation, some kind of change, because they know, you know what, the writing's on the wall, and they got to perform too, and they got to make something, not just some fizzy pest water, because people don't want to drink that all the time, right? Hell yes. So, to the next DJ BrewTube, thanks a million to each and every one. If you're watching, please rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button so I can put my happy face on. Now, I'm going to go back, finish up my brewing and things that I'm doing today, kick back, give you a bunch of love, and you know what? That's right, a peace out!